Hey, what's up? Welcome to MK Tech. Today we're going to share with you the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra. This is one of the biggest phones in the Xiaomi Mi 11 and it was announced on March 2021. Without wasting time, let's get right into the specifications of the phone. It has 6.81 inches of AMOLED screen display with 120 Hz of refresh rate and a 91.4% screen to body ratio. It also has 1440 by 3200 pixels and it uses Android 11. The chipset that this phone uses is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888, also with 5G network, and it's supported by the Adreno 660 for its GPU. It has no card slot, and the storage capacity this phone holds, mind you, it also depends upon the price that you buy this phone. The first storage you can get for the first price of this phone is 256 GB of storage and 8 GB of RAM, or 256 GB of storage and 12 GB of RAM, and 512 GB of storage and 12 GB of RAM. The Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra is equipped with a triple camera set. First of all, you got the wide camera with 50 megapixels and aperture of f2.0, a periscope telephoto camera with 48 megapixels with aperture of 4.1 plus a 5 times optical zoom, and the third camera is the ultra wide camera with 48 megapixels and aperture of f2.2. Other features included in the camera module are the dual LED flash, the HDR, and also the 1x1 AMOLED selfie display, but this display is at the back. You can view your notifications at the back whilst your phone is faced down, and also you can use that display as a screen when you're taking your selfie. It is also equipped with IP68, meaning that it is resistant to dust and water. It also records videos at 8K at 24 frames per second, 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second, 1080 pixels at 30 or 60 frames per second. The selfie camera goes for 20 megapixel with aperture of 2.2, and this is a wide camera. It has fast charging of 67 watts, meaning that it can reach 100% in 36 minutes. This is what they said on their launch event. It comes in ceramic white and ceramic black as seen in the pictures. The camera module of Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra is really thick. It is really thick. Maybe it's the components they've placed, the screen and also the camera, the triple cameras they've placed there, but as I've said, it's really thick. The Xiaomi Mi Mix Fold is the next phone that we're going to talk about, and this phone has all cool flagship features you can find, and it's Xiaomi's first foldable phone. So let's just take a peek of the specifications of this phone. It was announced on March 2021 and the expected release is around April 16, 2021. So this phone, when it's folded, these are the dimensions. It's 173.3 by 69.8 by 17.2 millimeters. When it's unfolded, it is 173.3 by 133.4 by 7.6 millimeters. It has 8.01 inches of foldable AMOLED display and screen to body ratio is at 85.9%. It is packed with 1860 by 2480 pixels. This is like 8K screen display only. We haven't talked about the cameras. It is also equipped with Android 10 latest Mi UI. The chipset that it uses is the 5nm Snapdragon 888 5G, and it's equipped with Adreno 660 for its GPU. There are no card slots and this phone has an inbuilt storage of about 256 gigabytes plus 12 gigs of RAM, and in other phones which also vary in prices due to storage, it's packed with 512 gigabytes of storage plus 12 gigs of RAM, and it has 512 gigabytes plus 16 gigs of RAM. So all these will be sold at different price range, and for a foldable phone, this 16 gigs of RAM is really large for a foldable phone. So yeah, Xiaomi went all in here. Let's move on to the cameras. It is a triple camera setup. Firstly, you got the wide camera with a huge 108 megapixel with aperture of f1.8. The second camera is the telephoto or micro camera with 8 megapixel and 3 times optical zoom. The last camera is ultra wide camera packed with 13 megapixel at aperture of f2.0. Video recording, obviously, it's 8K, 4K, 1080 pixels and also 780 pixels. It also has a single wide selfie camera that is packed with 20 megapixel, and this selfie camera records videos at 1080 pixels at 30 frames per second and 720 pixels at 120 frames per second. It also has 5020 milliamp hour battery life, and it's non-removable. Okay, few thoughts as we look at this, these specifications provided by Xiaomi. Obviously they would go for the Snapdragon 88 chip because it's really fast, it's really cool, and it's obviously powered with 5G, which makes your network experience really good. And one of the most fascinating specs here is the 16 gigs of RAM, the highest RAM you can find here. For a foldable phone, I would say it's really crazy, but it's worth it because you can use that as a tablet also, and you can input your softwares that are really heavy on your phone. I would swipe right for this phone. It's a good phone, but is it a challenger now with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold? We might as well see what Samsung produces this year for their foldable phone. Please subscribe to my channel, like and also share. Thanks for watching. This is MK Tech. Cheers.